Another question. How about the people with illness and diseases? 3 John 1:2. It says here, I'm going to read it in BSB. Beloved, I pray that in every way you may prosper and enjoy good health as your soul also prospers. Our God's desire for every human being at any age is to have a healthy physical body, because this is His will. The Lord wants us to take care of our own lives, because this is one of the things how we worship the Lord. Remember, we tackled this last week. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19, it says here in NLT, don't you realize that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives in you and was given to you by God? You do not belong to yourself. It is our responsibility. It is our choice whether we're going to abuse or not the body that God has given to us. No amount of money, no amount of success can buy good health. We are responsible to take care of our own physical body. It is our choice to take care of it or not. Another question. How could we answer then the people who are born with infirmities or with diseases? 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verses 9 to 10. I'm reading in New King James Version. Verse 9. Now Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. Verse 10. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. So God granted him what he requested. There are a lot of things that we could talk about this kind of life. But Jabez, here we could see in verse 9 that he was an illegitimate child. Nothing, no possession that he could ever have and be a blessing to his family or enjoy his life. He was illegitimate. Now imagine here that her mother treated him while she was in her belly, knowing that she's carrying an illegitimate child. What do we think that as a mother carrying a child that is unwanted? Do you think she has to think about taking care of the child inside of her womb? And during the time of her labor, she was in pain. Because she was in pain, in verse 9, she called her son Jabez. The name Jabez means pain. Imagine she called her son Jabez. Replace it to pain. Hey, pain, get me some milk. Hey, pain, go outside and find a job. That's the meaning of Jabez. He was treated unfairly. He was unloved, and we could assume here he could not find a job, maybe because he was born with infirmities, maybe because he was not so healthy. That's why Jabez called on God. This is how he dealt with his suffering and pain. Verse 10. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, he's specific. Who he called? The God of what? Israel. He didn't call any other gods. He called the God of Israel. He said, oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand will be with me, and that you will keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. So God granted him what he requested. Yes, it is not his choice
Amen.
to live a kind of life like that. It was not his choice. But in verse 10, Jabez made a choice. What was his choice? He called upon God.
Amen.
He responds in a way that he wanted. He said, God, I know you're real. The God of Israel, I know you're real. The triune God, you're real. I call upon you. He responded with a loud voice and asking God to move in his life. This is our conclusion. In some point in our lives, we should ask ourselves about the choices we made. Why we experience sufferings. The sufferings we had or experiencing now is not God's fault. We might not understand completely about sufferings, but we have the choice, the free will on how are we going to deal with it. And that's our Bible study today.
Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.